Have you guys ever tried something that you didn't know if it was going to work out or if you were even going to be able to do it? Well, that was me with today's estate. I started building it, just trying stuff because honestly, my first estate didn't turn out so great. I learned a lot of things and I basically was relearning how to build in Forza estates slash kind of like track or maps. There we go. But this one, I took a giant leap and wanted to create something absolutely special and something that I really like personally. And I feel like I've achieved that. I did something that I honestly wasn't expecting to create myself, and just tried to kind of push the limits while also setting up kind of what I want to create. And I definitely want to create more estates in the future. This took me a little bit of time, like at least 24 hours worth, not all in, well, a lot of it wasn't the same day, I'm not gonna lie, but it took me a while to create, and it's something that I am super proud of and I want to share with you guys today. With that being said, let's jump straight into the actual driving and the gameplay of today's video. And man, oh man, I'm just excited to finally have this published. The share code will be up on the screen and also in the link in the description. If you guys want to try it for yourselves, please download it, please like it, get it out there in the Forza economy universe, you know what I'm talking about, and also like the video. But without further ado, let's get into the driving along the map and show you guys what it's all about. So guys, we are here at the Lakeside Circuit estate, made by me, of course. So I'm gonna be basically going through everything and show you guys a little bit. So of course the main thing, the bridge, and of course the lake. So let's hop into photo mode real quick so make sure you guys a little bit easier. As you can see, we have the lake here with the beautiful bridge, and then over there is a little tunnel with the mountain. This looks beautiful. We have a little circuit going around, which is actually drivable right now. So as you can see, we are here on the Lakeside Circuit, and this is where I kind of got the name from. This is the first thing I built, so it's a little bit more rough than the other ones, but it still works, and it's still an absolute just fun little kind of circuit that just goes round and round, almost like it's just like an oval circuit, but it's still a lot of fun. This is more meant for fast doors and kind of getting almost proximity practice is kind of what I was going for here. I wanted something that was fun, looks beautiful, and also can help people kind of improve drifting still. That's kind of what I was going for, and I feel like this turned out amazing, especially with all the walls, well, basically walls around holding everything up, like the bridge, and basically all the rest of the land. Now we can make our way up out of here and show you guys the next part. Right next to the lake, you also happen to have a drift circuit. This is absolutely amazing, based off of Mayon C course, one of my more favorite courses. I just wanted to build it, and it's not exact. I was going for like likewise, but I wanted something that could be a flowy tandem circuit while having fun. So this is more for slower and fast-paced cars with different routes that you can go ahead and try and choose and figure out some different lines. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be flexible. I wanted it so in that way people can create their own lines through here. The whole map, there is a ton of different routes, and you can pick which way you want to drive it. Which I think makes it a lot of fun. And as you see, with all the beautiful trees and the scenery of this map, it looks so good and so beautiful. We got a little bit of cherry trees, maple trees, basically every single tree that is in the creator. But it looks so good. It turned out so good. Also, as you see, there's a bunch of lights dotted around here, so that way when it's nighttime, it stays fairly well lit and is enjoyable. Now we can make our way out of here and go to the next spot. Now, by the bridge and over here is actually the entrance to the map. I have a little circuit. I wanted to connect the two in something that could be kind of fun to get more doors, of course, and is a fun linking circuit. I wanted something that was a little bit different from what we had, and this is actually the second track that I made, and it is a lot of fun. I also wanted the main roads to be something that wasn't necessarily flat all the time, so your car will be bumping up and down, just because I wanted it to feel more like an actual road than just a flat little area. And you might be able to see from the side profile, but it tends to go up and down a little bit as well in elevation, which also adds to the map, so that way it's not all just one flat ground. And of course we have more of the trees. This area, this part of the map, is the kind of more yellow area, so this kind of symbolizes the right side of the map, whereas the left side across the bridge is the pink cherry blossoms. That's why I mixed the two for the drift track, because it's that in-between section. Oh, we're just surfboarding the car a little bit there. So again, this turned out so beautiful, and this honestly is one of my favorite tracks to do around here, because it's just so nice, so fun, just smooth. Now if you take the connecting road, or you go across the bridge, that brings you over to the other side of the map. This side is the side I really wanted to push the elevation higher, and let's say we go through the mountains. So I'm going to be starting off from over here. This track is a long track, which uses one of my favorite elements, of course, the tunnel. It turned out so good, it looks so sick. Blasting through there, out into the wild. You can see all the trees again. Again, since we're on this more left side of the map, we have the yellow trees. As we push up through into the start of the mountains, we make it to the gas station. This is where I wanted a chill spot for people to park up, because there is a lot of driving to do on this map, and having a place to kind of rest at is pretty nice, and to take nice photos. But continuing on throughout the circuit, beautiful switchback roads, just windy. I wanted to make something that was a dense forest and still looks really cool. Also, great time to mention while we're drifting through here, if you guys want me to make a video on how you can build your own maps, maybe something like this, get this video to 10 likes, and I'm down to kind of try and make one. I think it could be cool, and I know that some people do get stuck, especially with the UI in this game and trying to get used to it. So, if you guys want to see that, hit that like button. But, as you can see, we are changing over to the basically pink cherry blossom area of the map. This is technically the other side now, as we go up onto the second shelf just a second ago, where all this stuff connects, which is awesome. Again, more twisty roads, trying to make sure I use as much of the space as possible while having some kind of long corners and some corners like this, which is really sharp and slows the cars down. I think that works really well. As we go back around, as you can see, we're going back around it. Now it's time to go down to the downhill section of the map. Now, again, you can drive the circuits both ways. I'm just driving it a certain way for the video, but it's a lot of fun. And as you see, we go downhill. One thing I will say is this downhill section works better this way, because it was kind of designed for that, but both ways still work. And there's a little bit of jumps just to add something to it, but now we're back down on the ground to then connect it all back up. And one more time through the tunnel. This thing is so beautiful. Woo! Now, you guys have seen this track in the daytime, but what about at night? This track looks beautiful. We have tons of street posts that you guys probably noticed throughout the map to light up the area with the roads, and also along the bridge have neon strips because I didn't want to add anything too bulky, and it looks super cool and just adds a cooler element to the map. So here's how it looks driving along the track at nighttime. It is very, very cool. Of course, underneath the tunnel we also have lights, which looked amazing. It looks so good. But yeah, love how this place turned out, and it is definitely a fun time. So if you guys want to try it for yourself, here is the estate code, and also it is in the description down below if you guys want to get it from there as well. Just, you know, remember about it for later. Oh, we overcooked it. Oof. Oh, I ruined my front bumper. Good to know. This was an insane project to build, and also I enjoyed every single moment of it. So now, after the map, I actually want to dive into the 33 because I have some things to talk about. If you guys didn't know, this is the car from the Car Pass. If you guys don't know what that is, it is basically a thing where you get cars every week or so that it costs money for, essentially. And one of these cars is the Skyline GT-R 40th Anniversary, aka the 33 4-door. Now, I love 4-door Skylines. They are so cool, and especially what people do to them, they can look amazing. But, sadly, it got the Forza case of not having very mods. Now, what you get, especially for paying money for this car, essentially, in the Aero, as you can see, you only have two options, being the front bumper, which is a top secret bumper, and a rear wing, which again, a Nismo wing, and of course, Forza Aero. But that is really the only thing that sets this car apart, which is kind of upsetting. I was hoping for maybe side skirts, hood, rear bumper, but it got the case of the Forza where it's just not a lot. Which sucks to see. I hope they give us more upgrades to the car in the future, because, I mean, in 4005, they did do a thing where they gave more body kits and more customizations to cars, so hopefully they can do that in this game. Because it's kind of underwhelming, especially for something like this. Or maybe when they release a 32 or a 34 4-door Skyline, hopefully that gets fixed. But anyways, I'm going to break down the build for you guys, because this build is awesome. First off, what you want to do is rear-wheel drive swap the car. For our tires that we were running today is street tires, of course. On the front, we have a 245, and on the rear, we have a 265. For the tire size, I'm currently running 17s, as I think these work just fine. Of course, for our front track width, we have it at 3. And for the rear, we have it at upgraded 1. In our drivetrain, our transmission is race, 6-speed. Our driveline is also race driveline. And our differential is drift differential. Our brakes are upgraded all the way to race. Our suspension is drift suspension, of course, must needed. Our front anti-roll bar is upgraded to race. This thing definitely needs it. And the rear one is also upgraded to race. For our chassis reinforcement and roll cage, we have it on street. And for our weight reduction, we also have it on street. In the engine, our intakes are upgraded. Our fuel system is upgraded to race. Our ignition is upgraded to race. Our exhaust is on street. Our cams are upgraded to race. Our valves are on street. The displacement is stock. The pistons are stock. And our twin turbos are fully upgraded to race. Our intercooler is upgraded to sport. And our oil and cooling is stock. Finally, our flywheel is upgraded to race. This car makes 797 horsepower, one of my highest horsepower cars yet, builds yet, I should say. And this thing absolutely rips. Now let's actually go through the tuning so that I can show you guys that. The tuning for the car started with our tire pressure. We have 16 in the front and 15 in the rear. This is my gearing. This is my alignment. This is my anti-roll bars. This is my springs. This is my dampening. The aero. The brakes. And the diff. If you want to pause the video at any time, some of you guys can copy down the settings or just see them for yourself. Make sure you do so. But also, I have the tune code that is on screen and also again in the description whenever you need it. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did at any time, again, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace! Catch you guys later.